All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Talladega Superspeedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We got a good one for you tonight. The Saturday Night Thunder is back in action. This time with the 2018 stock cars. Race number 1 of the 2020 fall season. 80 laps here at the High Banks Superspeedway, Talladega. Should be a great one, boys and girls, to kick off the fall season right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, it's Talladega, boys and girls. Some drafting, some frenemies. You better be there at the end, boys and girls. So this is the Saturday Night Thunder. This is race number 1, and this is TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and we got a great one for you here tonight. So it's the Saturday Night Thunder. Some great action in store for you. For some reason I can't get the live stream to work, so we're going to just be recording this race. That's always a little bit of a bummer, but hey, whatever. Oh, looks like it's working. Looks like it's working. There we go. Looks like I'm up. All right, hey. Thank you for coming in. Got her going. Finally. The Saturday Night Thunder, man, we're back in action under new management. Took us a little while, but we got the HORL brand back in action on a Saturday night. We'll take a look at the track here at Talladega. High banked Superspeedway, just a little over 2.5 miles in length. Banking in the turns 1 and 2 at 33 degrees. Turns 3 and 4 at about 32.5 degrees. Through the tri-oval, considerable banking there, 16.5 degrees. And down the backstretch at 3 degrees. Gonna have somebody to work with tonight, that is for sure. Not gonna be able to win this one on your own. You're gonna have a drafting partner and somebody to pit with as well. Take a look at the schedule here in this Saturday Night Thunder. Talladega tonight, and then next we got Eagle Creek, 110 laps there for that great track. Michigan International coming up after that on September the 12th. Northside, 150 laps there on September the 19th. And New Hampshire, 125 lapper there on September the 26th. See Indy, Mountain Peak, Apple Valley, Brookdale, and Las Vegas on the back half of that season. So the Saturday Night Thunder tonight, 80 laps from Talladega. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Thanks so much for coming in. The broadcaster, the commentator, and a longtime HORL member. I've been with HORL since 2001, and I know some guys here HORL means a lot to, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Storied name in sim racing, and especially stock cars, but we're going to do a little bit of everything, I think. We had the Xfinity cars last night, and we've got the stock cars tonight, and we've got some other things up our sleeve. So hang out, find out what we got going on. Just got a little time here left in the practice session. Looks like practice session has finished. Getting ready to go to qualifications. Take a look at the session results here. Preston Hassel, the top time, 47.468. Michael Ware in second. Paul Brown showed third on the grid. Tim Lansbury fourth. Sean Jacobs is fifth. Ed Palumbo, John Stanley, Lawrence Stopworth, Jeff Sickles, and Will Dunbar rounding out the top 10. We got Colin Madiak, and then Tony Reiner, 11th and 12th. Looks like we're going over to the qualification session. So again, 80 laps here at Dega tonight. Should be a fun one. I'd like to thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody. Hope everybody's being okay. Man, I've had a rough week. I have had a rough week, but I'm back at it here. So whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. They say that. I'm not sure I believe that, but they say that. But anyway, hey, thanks so much for coming in. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. You can give it a little love tap there and subscribe. And then if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, right up there in the banner, there's a link to the PayPal that you can make a donation to TurnLeftTV. That'd be awesome. And then you share all my videos with your friends. Please hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Got a great race in store for you, and I want to say thank you for all the support you guys lend me here. I keep us climbing up in the subscriber list here, and I like that. But I also like the fact that you guys break your friends and come out and watch the races here at TurnLeftTV. So you got a little chat in there. Will D says he's ready. Ed Palumbo says good luck tonight. So there'll be some people, I think, joining in the chat. That'll be great. So I'm going to pick my winner here tonight. All right, my winner pick is Lauren Stopworth tonight.
A lot of soul.
Take a look at Jeff Sickles as he finishes up his qualification session. Qualification attempt. So it looks like I got a little bit of a different chat since I had to update my stream key. I love when that happens. Should send me a message here. It says, hey, the stream key has been updated. We'll take a look at the how much time we have here in the qualification session. So about 6 minutes left in quals. Hey, don't forget, coming up on Friday, we've got Eagle Creek Speedway. It's actually going to be 110 laps there. I misprint that 150, but it's 110 laps from Eagle Creek. That is Kentucky in the Buschwackers series. Race number 2, the first one we had 21 drivers show up for that race. So race number 2 promises to be a great one from Eagle Creek. Coming up on August the 28th. Oh, wait a minute. That's next week. That's this week. Boy, I'm a hot mess here. Hey, next week we got Eagle Creek coming up next Friday. Hitting you right in the face there. Holy Toledo. So I think next Friday is September the 4th. See if we get that banner fixed now for you. There we go. We fixed it. My gosh, what a hot mess. We will take a look at the side-by-side view, make sure that's working. Looks like it is, so that's good news. Hey, if you'd like to support TurnLeftTV, there's a Discord address. You can join me on Discord. You can also friend me or message me on Discord using one of those 2 addresses. TurnLeftTV, at TurnLeftTV on Twitter, at TurnLeftTV1 on Facebook. And if you'd like to click on that link down in the description of this race and follow that to the Fanatec website, give those guys a look. And appreciate all your support. Peace to everybody. Glad everybody's here tonight. Those of you who are here, checking out the broadcast. Now we're going to take a look at this Buschwackers schedule. Of course, we got Talladega highlighted there from the race last night, but Eagle Creek coming up next week. 90. Was that 98 laps? Yeah, I put 110. My gosh, I'm a hot mess. Michigan International coming up on September the 11th, and that's going to be a special one. That's the Steve Freeze Memorial. It's going to be the Memorial 250 from Michigan. Very important race in the High Octane Racing League family. North Side coming up after that, 150 lapper there, New Hampshire on September the 25th, 110 laps. See Indy, Mountain Peak, Apple Valley, Brookdale, and Las Vegas finishing out that season, or the back half of that season. Don't forget to fly over to highoctaneracing.net and check out the website there. Just a work in progress, but we've got the schedule, the points standings. We've got all kinds of stuff there for you. You can also see links to the videos, the streams, and so forth. If you're interested in getting a hold of me, you can contact me through that contact link on the website. If you would like to purchase some comic books, go to ziacomics.com, your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Your nerd headquarters, ziacomics.com. There's the Saturday night schedule there. I'd like to say congratulations to Ed Palumbo on his championship run last season in the Buschwackers Series. 2020 Summer Season Champion. Can he repeat in the Buschwackers Series? We'll see. So we're going to have a very challenging schedule ahead, and if anybody can do it, this guy can do it. So congratulations to Ed Palumbo on his championship run in that Buschwackers Series season in the 2020 Summer Season. All right, looks like that session is over. We'll take a look at the qualification results. Sean Jacobs starts on the pole, 51.745. John Stanley is second. Michael Ware shown in the third position. Ed Palumbo fourth. Lawrence Stoppelworth is fifth. You see Tim Lansbury, Paul Brown, Colin Matiak, Preston Hassel, Will Dunbar rounding out the top 10. And then Tony Reiner, Jeff Sickles filling out 11th and 12th. So it looks like we're going to have 10 minutes here in the warm-up session and get this bad boy going. We'll take a look at, we'll see this graphic here, the starting order tonight in row number 1, Sean Jacobs and John Stanley. Row 2 is Michael Ware, Ed Palumbo. Starting in the the third row would be Lawrence Stoppelworth, Tim Lansbury, 5th and 6th. 7th and 8th would be Paul Brown, Colin Matiak. Starting in the 4th row there. In the 5th row, Preston Hassel, Will Dunbar. Starting in that 5th row, you see Tony Reiner, Jeff Sickles starting in the 6th row. So we got about 8 minutes left here to go in the warm-up session. Again, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. For some reason I had the, I don't know, man, YouTube does this sometimes. They change your stream key. Send me a message to let me know my stream key has been changed, so I don't just take it for granted that it's going to be the same thing when I boot up, huh? So 8.5 minutes left to go, and sounds like a good time to play a little music video, I think. All right, boys and girls. About 5.5 minutes left here in the warm-up session. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. What a great night here to have a good stock car race here at Talladega. 11 drivers joining us here tonight. And I have a feeling this night's just going to grow and grow and grow, just like we have had in the Buschwackers series. We started off with, maybe 14, 15 drivers. Last night we had 21 drivers on the Buschwackers on Friday nights, bringing that storied program back in the Xfinity series, and then the Cup series starting tonight from scratch with a new mod. So really, a lot of these guys still waiting on to get paint schemes done as well. So looking for a painter out there. If somebody's got some expertise at painting stock cars, let me know. I'm pretty good at it, but man, I got a lot of time sort of banked in to doing broadcasts and so forth, and is doing some other things. So interested in doing some painting for a sim racing league. Get a hold of me. Always like to see that. Some guys do a great job painting their own cars too. I've always painted my own cars, and some of my my crew. And again, we'll take a look at the schedule here. Next week, we'll be at Eagle Creek for 110 laps here in the Saturday Night Thunder. Michigan International coming up after that, 100-lapper there on September the 12th. North side, that's Richmond, 150 laps there on September the 19th. And New Hampshire, 125-lapper there on September the 26th. You see Indy coming up on the October 3rd. Mountain Peak, that is Charlotte, on October the 10th. Apple Valley, which is California, on October the 17th. And we got Brookdale on 24 October, 120-lapper there. And then Las Vegas to finish out the season, 110 laps on October the 31st. Is that Halloween in Vegas? Oh, my God. That'll be interesting. We got a few people joining us in the chat here. Thank you so much for coming in and watching the broadcast here on TurnLeftTV. I'm going to pick my winner here. I'm picking tonight. I'm picking Lauren Stoppeworth to win this race tonight. So we've gotten some detractors out there. Maybe they might want to get their own pick in. I have no idea, but that's who I am picking this 41 car, Lauren Stoppeworth. He gets a lot of practice laps in, so just keep your eyes peeled for that guy. Tim Lansbury here in the 82 car. On board here with Tim Lansbury, kind of an idea of what that in-car view looks like. We'll be using this one as well. Will Dunbar there in that Ford Mustang. Tony Reiner joining us here in the 81 car as well. He's usually pretty fast at these super speedways, so we'll see how that 81 car fares tonight. Got about a minute left here before we get this baby going here, so thank you so much for coming in. 12 drivers joining us tonight. Now, pitting is one of those things that is of a premium. You want to make sure you're pitting with somebody, and then also do not speed coming down pit lane. All right, boys and girls, it is that time. Time to get this bad boy kicked off here for the Saturday Night Thunder. Back in action after a little hiatus and some management changes. Here we are, ready to kick this bad boy off. 80 laps here at Talladega tonight. It's race number 1 of the fall season. It promises to be a great one. StockCar 2018 mod headed your way. So the first race with the new mod.
Non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, singer, songwriter, megastar, and Ford truck man, Toby Keith.
It's time to get in, sit down, shut up, hold on, drivers, start your engines!
All right, starting on the pole here tonight is the 24 of Sean Jacobs. Starting in the second position is the 12 of John Stanley. Starting in third is the 48 of Michael Ware. Starting in the fourth position is the 54 of Ed Palumbo. In fifth is the 41 of Lauren Stopworth. Starting in the sixth position is Tim Lansbury in that 82 car. In seventh is the 70 of Paul Brown. Starting in the eighth position is the 13 of Colin Madiak. Preston Hassel in the 07 car starts in the ninth position. In 10th is Will Dunbar in that 88 car. Starting in the 11th position is the 81 of Tony Reiner. And Jeff Sickles in his 62 starts in 12th. And take a look at that starting order here. Front row, second row. Starting in the third and fourth rows, Lauren Stopworth, Tim Lansbury, Paul Brown, Colin Madiak. Preston Hassel, Will Dunbar, Tony Reiner, Jeff Sickles. 9th through 12th. Well, it should be a fun race here tonight. Excited that you could join us here on TurnLeftTV. All right, boys and girls, 80 laps here tonight. So thank you so much for watching TurnLeftTV, joining us here. Some of you might have made your way here after you realized the stream post wasn't working. So we are okay, though. We're on back up there. It looks like the stream key had been changed at some point. So all right, Sean Jacobs down on the inside line. He is always fast at these super speedways. Now 24 cars, so definitely keep your eye on him tonight. The pace car is off. Here we go. Race number 1 of the fall season in the Saturday Night Thunder.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Boogity, 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 boogity.
Let's go racing, boys!
All right, headed down into turn 1. Nose to tail there, 2 lines. Sean Jacobs, a little help from Michael Ware. Running in the second position, the 41, Lauren Stopworth down on the bottom line. You see all those guys headed down to the bottom line. That is the place to be, is a 24 car. Leading this field down the backstretch. We've already got somebody up there on the wall, it looks like. John Stanley in the 12 car. Looks like he made a little contact with the wall. Not sure what happened to him. So he fell back in a hurry, and I don't know what happened there, but we'll take a look. He has obviously lost the draft. Let's see if you can't see here. This is the 81 car. '54 car there. Not sure what happened here. We'll take a look. This is just a little bit earlier here. John Stanley up on the high line to 54 down low. Take a look at John Stanley here in the 12 car. A little bit of contact there from the 82, and then there was some, the 13 car got into the 82. Everything seems to be okay there. Oh, the looked like Tony Reiner had drifted up there and got into that 12 car. So it looked like Tony Reiner might have drifted up there. We'll take a look here. This is on board here with Tony Reiner. We got a yellow flag as we're watching this replay. Tony Reiner here. Looks like he drifted up there to that high line. He didn't realize the 12 car was there and puts him into the wall. And we got a yellow flag. We'll take a look and see what happened here. First yellow, and I'll tell you what, John Stanley definitely wanted to see that yellow flag come out. We'll take a look here and see what happened. Looked like the 13 car might have come around. Oh, man, he tried to squeeze up there, and he got into the 7 car, and then the 82 backs it into the wall, too. My heavens. So we'll take a look here. Watch that 13 car. And he's going to get into this 07, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like he squeezed that 07 car, and then 07 gets into the wall, but he comes back across the 82, and these guys, oh, hard contact into the inside wall. My heavens. Going on board here with Tim Lansbury. Tim Lansbury, oh, he has just nowhere to go. He is just hanging on to this thing, and then hard contact into the outside or inside wall. Go to here. This is on board with Tim Lansbury. You see, he drops down, and then Colin Matiak there, I don't know why he was thinking there. He came across the nose of the 07, then he is on for a ride right across the nose of this 82 car. The 82 then backing into this wall right here, and then a tough break there for those guys. Hopefully they'll be able to get that thing, get those things taken care of. But John Stanley definitely wanted to see that. He definitely wanted to see that caution flag come out. There is no doubt about that. Sean Jacobs is the race leader. Michael Ware is second. Lawrence Stoppelworth third. Paul Brown in the fourth position. Will Dunbar is fifth. See Ed Palumbo, Preston Hassel, Jeff Sickles, John Stanley, Tony Reiner rounding out the top 10. All right, first caution flag here, 4 laps in. So guys are going to have to. This is an easy track to drive, man. I don't think guys realize, it just for some reason seems to breed cautions. I think maybe guys get a little bit overconfident at this speedway. Also, with Daytona, sort of falls into the same deal. I mean, you can almost drive that track with your eyes closed, but nonetheless, it does seem to be a track that breeds caution flags. And I think it's just kind of an overconfidence issue. Guys think they can put that car anywhere they want, and they don't realize there may be a car on the outside or one down below them and so forth. And, just a little bit of care here and thinking about, you got a lot of time left in the race. A little bit too early to be making some of those moves. So the 24 of Sean Jacobs is the race leader in that Dish-sponsored machine. Don't forget to check out ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. for all things comic-related games, action figures, comic books, you name it. These guys have it. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Tell them I sent you. Tell them TurnLeftTV sent you to ziacomics.com. Coming up next week, we'll be at Eagle Creek Speedway. It's actually going to be 98 laps there on September the 4th, race number 2 in the 2020 fall season. What a great one we had in the first race of the season. 21 drivers out for that. Man, this season, this series, this Xfinity series just keeps increasing in popularity. Every week we have a few more. So the guys really liking these Xfinity cars on Friday nights, and it's exciting racing. I've enjoyed it, and then, of course, that sort of spawned pushing back into Saturdays as well. So hopefully we'll have that same luck here on this night of racing here in Saturdays. So it looks like these guys are coming down pit lane here. So you can see the 24 car here on pit lane, just taking some fuel. Not a very good camera view there of that pit. Good battle there, 48 and 41 coming off pit lane. Take a look at this car, man. This Will Dunbar machine. How about that, man, huh? What a great looking car that is. Got the TurnLeftTV logo down there on that contingency. That's nice. So a little Ford Mustang action. Microsoft paint scheme. Take a look at our side-by-side. Looks like that's working there. Lower right frame is Jeff Sickles in the 62 car. See, Sean Jacobs is the leader. Michael Ware, Lauren Stopworth, Ed Palumbo, Paul Brown rounding out the top 5. Tony Reiner, Preston Hassel, Will Dunbar, John Stanley, and Jeff Sickles, 6 through 10. So a lot of laps to go here. So hopefully these guys sort of settle in, find a drafting partner, and then start putting that thing to work late in the runs. Again, thank you so much for coming in to join me here on TurnLeftTV. We've got a little bit of a green screen deal there. Here we go. That is a little bit better. Hey, but thank you for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Greatly appreciate it. I've had a little bit of a rough week, tough week, but I think we're on the back half of some challenges, and we're back at it, broadcasting, and we've got a full week coming up before we do it again on Friday and Saturday of next week, and definitely want to make sure you join us. We got a great one at Eagle Creek on both nights. That is Kentucky, and that's always a great track to watch a sim race. Don't forget about that schedule. Again, Eagle Creek next week. Michigan coming up on September the 12th, 100-lapper there. That'll be the night after the Steve Freeze Memorial. North side, which is Richmond, 150 laps there on September the 19th. And then New Hampshire. So we've got a couple short tracks right there in a row. North side and then New Hampshire. Then Indy, Mountain Peak, Apple Valley, Brookdale, and Las Vegas to complete that season. Don't forget to check out the website, the highoctaneracing.net. Still a work in progress. I'll say up front that I am not a web author, so I've been doing my best to sort of get some things rolling on the website, and it'll be a work in progress. If anybody's a specialist at doing websites, let me know. Maybe give me some pointers here. So we're just going with the no-nonsense view right now, but I definitely want to check that out. Good place to get a hold of me if you're interested in doing some sim racing. Also the Discord address, that'll help you out too. If you're interested in joining up on the High Octane Racing League Discord, there's the address. You can plug that in and get to us. We'd love to see you. Looks like Sean Jacobs has elected to take the bottom line this time by, so of course guys I think are really wanting to go down to that bottom line there. Michael Ware in the 48 car is going to start up high. 41 of Lauren Stopper will start in the 3rd position. Looks like Paul Brown's going to start in 4th. Actually, it looks like Ed Palumbo will start in the 4th position. Paul Brown starts in 5th. The 07, Preston Hassel, starts in the actually going to start in the 6th position. Sean Jacobs will lead the field to take this green flag this time by. To start lap 9. Social media there, you want to hashtag TurnLeftTV and you'll get to the Facebook page, TurnLeftTV Facebook page, and also if you do that on Twitter, you should get to the post there on my Twitter account. And don't forget to check out EliteHostingUSA.com. You want some race servers, this guy will set them up for you. Great service, EliteHosting.com. We have been flawless on our race servers. 21 car field last night and flawless. No connection problems at all. Look great. So here we go. Back to green. So a drag race down the front stretch. Across the start finish line. Into turn 1. Sean Jacobs down on the bottom line here. Now behind him, Lawrence Stopworth giving him a push. That 41 car. Paul Brown just behind him, nose to tail. And again, that high line does not seem like it really wants to come in here. So guys are going to have to sort of figure it out, try to find a place to squeeze in on that bottom line. If all else fails, just go down back to the end there, back to the back of the pack, and dive in. And that looks like that's what some of those guys are doing. And Palumbo in that 54 car here, he's bailing and going down to the bottom line here, running behind that 13 of Colin Matiak. Tony Reiner in the 81 car, got to wonder if he's going to try to tuck in here with this 81, and it looks like he does. Oh man, almost got into 54 car. So those guys almost got together there. 54 had to do a lot of checking up in order to keep that thing off of the 81 car. Take a look at Michael Ware in this 48 car. He was leading that train on the outside line and tucked in a little bit too late. Looks like Ed Palumbo has now dropped down to the bottom line here, trying to make some passes on the bottom line as the 13 and the 81 stuck up high. And those guys are going nowhere right now. Tony Reiner and the 13 of Colin Matiak, they're stuck on the outside line. Is the train going to go through? They're all 3 wide here almost, so those guys tuck in. So Sean Jacobs continuing to lead the field in that 24 car. Lauren Stopworth in the 2nd position. Looking out of the front of Lawrence Stopworth's car, he is all over the back of that 24. So giving that 24 a little bit of a shove there. No place for him to go. Probably looks a lot closer than what it is. But nonetheless, a little bit of a drafting action, some bump drafting going on. Oh, we got a first chatter in here. So since the stream key was incorrect, we got somebody come in. Zora Child says, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up with you? Good to see you here. 24, Sean Jacobs leading the field here on lap 12. 41, Lawrence Stopworth in the second position. Paul Brown in third. Well, Dunbar here having a good night in this 88 car. Right now running in the fourth position, looking out of the front of his machine. He's running in fourth behind Paul Brown. Gonna find that sweet spot, don't we? Is that it right there? Oh, looked like the 41 there got a little bit squirrely. Is the 70 up on the high line? Is he going to be able to make that pass, or is he going to get stuck out? Looks like the 41, the 70 car, Paul Brown, might be stuck out there on that high side, and he might be headed to the back here if he's not careful. So the 70 car going to try to find a place to tuck in that Mountain Dew sponsored machine. Now those guys going by on the low line. He's going to lose a ton of positions. Jeff Sickles in the 62 looks like he's going to stay with him. Give him a little bit of a push. Tony Reiner in the 81 down on the bottom line might end up taking that spot. So Paul Brown, he is stuck up on this high line. He is wanting to try to find a hole here to get down into, and the 48 of Michael Ware might actually give him a little bit of room. So Paul Brown, squeal! No, he was going to try to squeeze in. Going to try to squeeze in. It was not able to do it as the 48 gets by. So now Paul Brown drops to the 9th position. Holy Toledo. 24, Sean Jacobs still leading the field here. The 41 of Lawrence Stopworth in second. 88, Will Dunbar back to third. The 12 of John Stanley having a good night here. Running in the fourth position. Now remember, he got shoved into the wall there early on. Michael Ware in this 07 of Preston Hassel. These guys battling, but not going to go anywhere as the 48 ends up bailing out on the 07. And Palumbo there going out to the high line, kind of pushing things. They're going to try to get something started here on this high line to see if they've got anything for that bottom crew. And Ed Palumbo here dropping to the back. He is now back in the 5th position. 13 of Colin Matiak just behind him. The 48 of Michael Ware down on the bottom side here, going to try to take that spot. He's going to get by 70. Paul Brown back in this. He's going to go by on the bottom side. At 54, I have a feeling he's going to duck down to that bottom side and get behind that 70 car. He does. He tucks in behind the 70. These guys might be trying to organize something on the high side just to test it and see how it's going to go. So the 24 and the 41, 1-2. Will Dunbar in third. Take a look at Tony Reiner here in the 81 and Jeff Sickles in the 62. Those guys running in 9th and 10th. You can see those guys are really trying to commit to that high side to see if they can't get something going. They've got about 5 guys up there now, and they are making some inroads, but through the turns, I think, is where these guys are going to get hurt. That bottom line just seems like it's a lot better through the turns. You see that they end up losing ground right there through the turns, as that bottom line really only having, well, they have 5 guys as well. It just seems to be faster there. They're going to need some more guys there. So Tony Reiner going to fill in those spots and move up here on the bottom line. Everybody sort of behaving. You see Tony Reiner running the fastest time, 47.110 here so far. 12 of John Stanley there. Starting to flirt around with maybe tucking up to that high side in that 12 car. He's running in the 4th position right now. Tony Reiner way down below the yellow line. There's John Stanley in the 12 trying to get something started here. On board here with him. Out of the side of his car, you see that 54 to 13 working together there as that high line starting to get something started here. So they are starting to get a little crew here working together, starting to figure it out. And now you see that high line working. So very interesting. Is Michael Ware now the race leader? The 70 of Paul Brown in second, 54 of Ed Palumbo in the third position. So very, very interesting what happened there. We'll take a look here. This is a little bit of a replay here. So watch that high line. Michael Ware in the 48 car. And those guys are starting to get things figured out on the high line. A little bit more, say, organized, I should say. And they've got it together. They end up making those passes. And that spells bad news maybe for those guys that like to run that bottom all night. So Michael Ware is to the race lead. Paul Brown second. Ed Palumbo is third. Sean Jacobs now back to the fourth position. We'll take a look at Sean Jacobs in the 24 car. Running in fourth, the 41 of Lauren Stopworth. They're back to the fifth position. Sean Jacobs in that Dish Network sponsor machine. He's going up to the high side, and I don't think that's going to work for him right now. He's going to end up losing spots. He just does not have enough room or enough drivers here to commit. And now he and Lauren Stopworth, the 24 and the 41, are sort of hung out to dry right now up on the high side. And I think at that point, the 24 and the 41 just need to cut their losses, go to the back of this line, and then let those guys sort of tighten up and then tuck in, because the high line just does not seem like it's going to work without some great organization. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in the ninth position. In that 07 car. He's actually driving my paint scheme. How about that, huh? The 07, he didn't have a car in the car set, so he decided he's going to run the old Jack's Donuts machine. And out of the front of his machine at that 13 of Colin Matiak. Now, Colin is actually in the 12th position, so he got in a pretty significant accident, lost a lap, and now runs in the 12th spot. Tim Lansbury in the 82, he definitely wants to keep himself ahead of Colin Matiak, because if there is a caution flag, he would be in that lucky dog spot. Take a look at Paul Brown in the 70 here, running in the second position. Colin Matiak there, best time, 47.097. Well, he's fast, but right now a lap down. Tim Lansbury, Colin Matiak, running in the 11th and 12th positions respectively, are one lap down. It's 21 laps in. Our leader is Michael Ware. Paul Brown in second. Ed Palumbo third. Will Dunbar is in the fourth position. John Stanley rounding out the top five. So everybody sort of figured out, stay nose to tail. Unless you've got some good organization, you need to make sure you stay nose to tail. Tony Reiner here sort of falling off the pace. He is now in the 10th position, but he has lost that draft in that 81 car, so not sure what's going on with the 81. But running in 10th, and he is a little bit off the pace. He's about 4.5 seconds down. He's going to end up losing a lot more time here before it's over with. Preston Hassel, but now the new best time, 46.750. That is lightning fast. Take a look at that 1-2 battle there. Michael Ware, Paul Brown, 48 versus the 70. Those guys nose to tail. Ed Palumbo here running in that third position. Remember, he had sort of gotten up in that high line, fell all the way to the back, and then worked his way back to the front. So running in the third spot right now. is that 54 car. Take a look at Jeff Sickles in the 62. Man, I like that paint scheme. Nice looking paint scheme there. Got the Booberry paint scheme. Us old folks, we know what Booberry is. Count Chocula, Booberry. What's Frankenberry was the other one, right? I got it. So good look at paint scheme there for him. He is running in that 62 car. And right now shown in the 9th position, you see the 13 Colin Matiak dropping down to the bottom line. You see the 07 and the 24 up on that high line working together. So one caution flag under our belts, and hopefully that's it tonight. And I'd like to see some good green flag pit stops here. Michael Ware continuing to lead as Paul Brown in the 70 car running in the 2nd position. Kind of look at this side-by-side view on board here with Paul Brown as he's running behind that 48. Very, very tight racing there. Right up underneath the rear deck lid of that car. So what good onboard action there from Paul Brown. We'll start using that a little bit more when these guys start making pit stops. Take a look at Will Dunbar here in the 88 car running in the 4th position. That Dell-sponsored Microsoft machine. Again, having a good night here, running in 4th. I think he really likes these tracks, man. It's a good place to really cut your teeth on. I mean, he's been out of sim racing for a while. Got him back, man. The old HORL guy. I say old because he was racing with us way back in the day when he was like 15 years old. And this is like 20 years ago almost. And now back at it, all grown up and doing well, has a couple kids and a wife, and he's got some great computer skills and hooking us up with servers and so forth. And he's our tech guy. So if you're interested in a race server, make sure you check out EliteHostingUSA.com. This guy will absolutely set you up with a great, great package. We're starting to get some guys indicating they're coming down pit lane here. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting here. So we're getting some guys coming down pit lane. 13, the 24, the 41, the 07, the 62 also on pit lane. That's going to give the race lead, I think, to the 70 car, Paul Brown. Take a look at these guys on pit lane here. Michael Ware on pit lane. Also looks like Lauren Stopworth on pit lane. 24, Sean Jacobs on pit lane as well. See Michael Ware in the 48 finishing up his pit stop. 24 also finishing up. 13 of Colin Matiak also finishing up his pit stop. And I don't know, man, he might have been speeding. It looked like he was going awfully fast. Those guys finishing up their pit stops. Now the second group coming in. Second group coming down pit lane. On board here with that 70 car as he squeezes down pit lane. Tony Reiner on pit lane as well. So I don't know if he's missed his pit box or what, but he's pitting a little bit off sequences to see the 70 tuck into his stall there. 82 tucking in. Oh, it's going to be a little challenge here for that 70 car to get out of his pit stall here. We'll go on board here with the 70. Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. I'm sorry. It might be a Ford Fusion after he gets done with him. No, he was able to get out. How in the hell did he do that, man? That is awesome. So Paul Brown was able to squeak around and get off pit lane. Oh, Paul Brown got a penalty there, so he might have gotten a speeding penalty coming down pit lane. Oh, no. That's not going to go over well with the 70 crew. So Paul Brown, the race leader, but indicating he might have gotten a speeding penalty. It looks like he is. He's going to have to come down pit lane. Oh my gosh. That is definitely what you do not want. His crew is livid with him right now. So Paul Brown's crew chief is barking in his ear as we speak, as you see that 70 car coming back down pit lane to serve a drive-through. Oh my gosh. One of our favorites to win the race here, having some trouble, and he's going to definitely need a caution flag here to get some stuff figured out. Nose to tail, Michael Ware and then Colin Matiak. So Michael Ware is the race leader. Colin Matiak is on the tail end of the lead lap, I believe. So Paul Brown does that drive-through. And his crew chief is hot right now. Take a look at Ed Palumbo. He's running in the second position. Will Dunbar in the 88 is third. So those guys need to get so organized there. The 82, Tim Lansbury. He's definitely want to get on board here because he wants to get right back around that 13 car, I believe. Jeff Sickles coming back down pit lane. So he might have gotten caught speeding as well in a 62 car. '24, Sean Jacobs of 41, Lawrence Stopworth running together. You see Preston Hassel also here. That's 5, 6, and 7. 31 laps in. 24, Sean Jacobs in the 5th position. '13, Colin Matiak actually shown in 10th. Michael Ware running with him. Is our race leader. And then that second crew led by Ed Palumbo. Got 4 guys there, and they should be starting to close in on this next group. We can kind of see here as we take a look at Michael Ware. We'll see if we can't see that battle shaping up there. So 4.064 is the time behind Michael Ware here. We'll see if he's able to, Ed Palumbo's able to shorten that gap. Jeff Sickles still on pit lane, by the way. Actually, he might have had to come back down pit lane. My gosh, did he have to come back down? Or maybe he missed his pit stall. Looks like Jeff Sickles has retired his machine, so he must have got caught speeding and didn't want to come down and serve that penalty again. So they are closing in. Ed Palumbo's crew there. 2, 3, 4, and I think they might have a lap car in there with them, but they are starting to close in on that lead group. So Michael Ware is in first. Colin Matiak just behind you, or just in front of him, is actually in the 10th position on the tail end of the lead lap, I believe. Take a look at John Stanley here in that 12 car. Is at tail end of that group of 4 there. Now, the 82 in this group of 4 is actually shown in the 11th position, so he definitely wants to get up there to that front 2 because Colin Matiak, who is in 10th, is in the lucky dog position right now. So the 82 and the 13 are going to be battling for position to try to hold on to that lucky dog spot in case there is a yellow flag here. 35 laps in, we're approaching halfway. We've had 1 caution flag early on, about 4 laps in, and since then we have been green. Now these guys picking up Tony Reiner here in the 81 car. They're going pretty fast here, and oh man, Colin Matiak there gives him a shove, and hopefully he didn't damage the front of that car. That could cost him overheating problems there. He gave him a pretty good shot. So the 81, Tony Reiner now in this pack, and that's going to make it a little bit harder, I think, for this second group. They're down to 3.2 seconds behind, and it will be interesting to see how that turns out here in the next few laps. Take a look at Paul Brown here in 70 now. He got a speeding penalty coming down pit lane. He had to serve that, and he's done a drive-through, now shown in the 8th position. And we're kind of get an idea of where that front crew is. There he goes, and there's the front two. Actually, Michael Ware is in that crew, and then here comes our pack. We got him sort of spread out across the track. There's Paul Brown looking out of the back of his machine. We'll get there. Right there, that's the front pack. Actually, the front one with a couple cars that are on the tail end of the lead lap. Well, Michael Ware running in this crew, and he may end up, I don't know if he's going to lose these guys or not, but he's looking to get a good run. He is the race leader. He's getting a good run here on 13 and the 81. He's wanting to go around on the outside, and I don't know if that's going to work. That's definitely going to help that second crew out if they get side by side. And oh no, it's going to get interesting. 81 giving that 70 a shot. 81 gave that 70 a heck of a shot there, and the 48 tucks back into the back of this line. And that has certainly cost him some time there, as Ed Palumbo now only 1.8 seconds behind. So Will Dunbar, John Stanley in that crew there of 2, 3, and 4. Sean Jacobs is heading up that third pack there, and that is Sean Jacobs, Lauren Stopworth, and Preston Hassel. Those guys running in 5, 6, and 7. So we're starting to tighten it up here a little bit. And again, nose to tail type of stuff here, and that is not going to help that crew run away from that second group. These guys are closing in. They're now a second behind. Ed Palumbo in the second position in this second crew here. He's saying, yeah, go ahead, race side by side. That's what I want you to do, and I'm going to close in. And now he's back at it, and they've got nothing they can do at this point. So those guys caught back up. Good working by that second team. And they're able to keep things organized and catch back up to the leader, the 48 of Michael Ware. And I'll tell you what, man, they might end up keeping this together here, going around on the high side. Things going to get a little dicey here. It's the 54 of Ed Palumbo, the new race leader. He'd have went around that 48 car like he was standing still. 88 of Will Dunbar giving him a little bit of a tap there. The 82 also in this mix. Now the 82, Tim Lansbury, he is in the 9th position. He's wanting to get around those lap cars, and he does. So now Tim Lansbury in the 82 is in the lucky dog position. '70 here, Paul Brown tucking back in. And that getting behind that 48 car. So Michael Ware is in the 4th position. Now, he was leading with that front crew, but now the race leader is Ed Palumbo. Will Dunbar in second. John Stanley in the 3rd position. Michael Ware in 4th, halfway through. Take a look at our mid-race results here. Ed Palumbo, not quite mid-late, but Ed Palumbo is the leader. Will Dunbar second. John Stanley at the halfway point is 3rd. Michael Ware 4th. Sean Jacobs in the 5th position. Lauren Stopworth is 6th. See Preston Hassel 7th. Tim Lansbury 8th. Tony Reiner 9th. Colin Matiak is in 10th. Paul Brown and Jeff Siggles shown in 11th and 12th. Looks like Paul Brown has retired his machine. I'm not sure what went on there. He maybe got frustrated or something, but looks like he's retired his machine. He sped down pit lane, and then I think he just got a little bit frustrated and retired that machine. So tough to see that out of this 70 car. It's going to finish in the 11th position. Ed Palumbo, the race leader. Will Dunbar in second. John Stanley third. Michael Ware shown in the 4th position. Don't forget, coming up on Friday, we've got Eagle Creek Speedway, September the 4th in the Buschwackers Series, the 2nd race of the season. Great track there. That's Kentucky. And the first race of the season was absolutely phenomenal. 21 drivers, and I would suggest to you that we may have as many, if not more, next week. So the Buschwackers Series headed your way on Friday at Eagle Creek Speedway. You do not want to miss it. So nose to tail there, the 54, the 88. Now the 82, Tim Lansbury in this mix. Now he is actually in the 8th position on the tail. Well, he's 1 lap down, but he's in the lucky dog position now. The 12, John Stanley, 4th in line, is actually in 3rd place. Let's give Preston Hassel a little showtime here, a little bit of airtime. He was in the 07 car. Good to see him. And, oh, man, Lauren Stopworth's got a fan in here. John Messer in here watching, says, uh-oh, damn it, go. So John Messer says, go, Lauren, damn it, go. Good to see John in here and joining the chat. So he's rooting for the 41, Lauren Stopworth. Hey, that's my pick to win. If you look up there in the chat, that was my pick to win this race. So this guy's good at the super speedways, and he's patient. So the 41 car here getting around that 07 car, Preston Hassel. Now nose to tail here with the 24, Preston Hassel tucking in. So 45 laps in, our race leader is Ed Palumbo. Will Dunbar in the 2nd position. John Stanley 3rd. Michael Ware 4th. Sean Jacobs in the 5th position. And these guys are going to be making some pit stops here very, very soon. Some more green flag pit stops headed your way. And again, that's where things got a little shaken up before. Guys pitting a little bit off sequence. Some other guys not having really anybody to draft with when they came back off pit lane. Some guys getting some drive-through penalties and so forth. And you can see that is the possibility of some mistakes that can happen there. The 54 of Ed Palumbo going to the high side. So we'll have to watch this very, very closely. Will Dunbar here in the 88 car. Taking over point here in that Microsoft sponsor machine. 82, Tim Lansbury just behind him is actually in the 8th position. So got to be wondering here what's going to happen here with respect to pit stops. We've had one caution flag here over halfway through the race. We had an early caution flag, but everything since then has been pretty no nonsense. We got guys sort of mixed in here, but maybe a lap down. 88 gets that lap led. And Palumbo there tucking in, and I tell you, I think he's going to be coming down pit lane here very, very soon. Hearing him chatter on the radio, that crew's getting ready to service that vehicle, so a couple laps to go here, I think, and he's going to be making a pit stop. Oh, big one! Got a big one there. I don't know if that was a warp or what, but we have a huge wreck. So the 88 leading the field here is going to come around, and Tony Reiner retired his machine, so not sure what happened there. John Stanley in second, Ed Palumbo third, Michael Ware fourth, Sean Jacobs fifth. We got a caution flag. Let's see what happened here. Take a look here. Tony Reiner said something about him. I don't know whether he warped or what. Oh, he definitely did. He warped backwards. Warped backwards right into the 54. The 13 also gets caught up in that. Michael Ware, how in the world did he get through that? My heavens, man. Did you see that? So 81, watch this. He's going to warp backwards right into the 54. See that warp? That's a warp right there. And the 81, he's kind of been known to have connection problems. The 13 gets into him, and those guys go straight into the wall. But that 48 squeezed through. Watch this. This is on board here with a 48. He squeezes through. How in the world? Well, here, watch this. See that 54 up in the air. And the 13 and the 81 headed into the wall. So a connection problem right there, it looked like. Safety car is out here. Those guys letting that safety car back around. Will Dunbar, the race leader. John Stanley in second. Wow, man, that was a wild one right there. That was a wild one. Just we'll go on board here with Tony Reiner. This is going to be a ride right here. He's going to go upside down. Wowza, that was a wild wreck there. So that was really not anybody's fault, just a connection issue. Tony Reiner get taken out in that, and Colin Matiak also gets caught up in that. Ed Palumbo, he had dropped to the back, and then now looks like he's going to have some damage from that as well. See some guys coming down pit lane, the 13 and the 48 coming down pit lane. All right, the 88 of Will Dunbar leading the field. John Stanley in the second position. Ed Palumbo third. Sean Jacobs fourth. Lawrence Stopworth is fifth. Preston Hassel sixth. Tim Lansbury in the seventh position. Now, I think Tim Lansbury's actually got the lucky dog, so good news for him in that 82 car. He's back on the lead lap, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely good news for that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang, where he wants to be. I'd like to thank you so much for coming out and joining me here on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody. Hope everybody's being cool to one another, being patient, being kind, and finding a way to sort of keep your sanity. I've had a little bit of a rough week, but my heavens, man, I'm back. And thanks to all those folks who send me well wishes and support. I greatly appreciate that. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. Just give it a little love tap there. And then hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Share my videos with all your friends. You can share these YouTube videos on anywhere. You can share on any social media platform that you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share my videos here at TurnLeftTV. Thank you so much. Got some high Octane Racing League action for you here tonight. You know, Michael Ware is out on the track. He is actually leading the field. He might be getting some more laps led and then going to come down pit lane. Actually, looks like he may have come down pit lane maybe when the, I'm not sure if the pits were closed when he came down pit lane. If so, he's going to have to start at the tail end of the lead lap, or tail end of the field. Going to see that battle there as those guys coming off pit lane. Looks like the 24 is out of gas right before his pit stall there, and nobody's no crews out there, so we might get a little help from one of the other drivers. We'll see. Well, it looks like we were going to do an interview here with Will Dunbar, but it looks like there's some little bit of confusion there on where they're going to line up here, so we'll kind of spare him.
Pit road will be open this time.
So I'll be kind of curious here if Sean Jacobs gets some help from his buddies. He's stuck on pit lane here, maybe having a milkshake. So it does look like the 13 of Colin Matiak is coming down pit lane, so he may end up giving him a little bit of a push. So it doesn't look like it's going to pit his car. That sucks. Oh, it looks like he is getting his car pitted now. So, my gosh, a good solid there from Colin Matiak there. Doing him a solid and giving him a little bit of a push. My heavens, man. That's some drama unfolding there on pit lane. But Sean Jacobs owes Colin Matiak a little bit of maybe a milkshake, huh? Maybe a milkshake. So, the 48 looks like he's going to get a longest line penalty. So I suspected that he came down pit lane a little bit too early. And that's going to give the race lead to the 12 car, John Stanley. Lawrence Stoppleworth in second. Preston Hassel is third. All right, we're getting a 1 to go here. It's John Stanley is that lead car there in the 12. Lawrence Stoppleworth in the second position. That's my pick to win this race here. Okay, we're getting a 1 to go. So very interesting here as John Stanley to the front. Lawrence Stopworth, again, that's my pick to win this race. Let me plug that back up here, just in case you missed it. Just in case. Look at that, right up there at the top. I'm picking Lawrence Stopworth to win this race, so I'm going to be all cocky if he does. I'll tell you that right now. Preston Hassel shown in the third position. He's in that 07 car. 88. Will Dunbar in fourth. Ed Palumbo in the fifth position. Now, I got to wonder how much damage Ed Palumbo's got on that machine. I mean, he hit pretty hard. And I've just got to wonder how much that's affected that car. So 53 laps in. And we've got to wonder, man, are these guys going to be able to make it the rest of the way? I am not sure. It's going to be close. Going to be really, really close here. Don't forget to check out ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Tell them TurnLeftTV sent you. John Stanley in the 12. He had a good night, or a good week last week. And then had a little bit of a tough go at it last night in the Buschwackers series. But I tell you what, man, this guy has since he's come over here and started racing at High Octane Racing League, he has shown a lot of muscle here. And I'll tell you, no nonsense. The guy just gets out there and gets it done. And I'm excited.
Green flag, go, go, go.
See this restart here. Here we go. Back to green. A little bit of organization there on the high line, giving these guys a run for their money. So nose to tail, 4 guys on the bottom line. Looks like we got effectively 5 guys on that high line. And very interesting is Lawrence Stopworth going to use that push on the high line to take the race lead. Will Dunbar in the 88. Also up there, Ed Palumbo, and also the 13 of Colin Matiak. So a little bit of organization there from that high line. 5 cars, and they're going to do it to the bottom line. And it looks like that Michael Ware wanting to bail out here from the high line. And now they're going to leave the 54, maybe hung out there to dry. The 41 going to stay up there with the 54. So this is a recipe for disaster right now. These guys getting very, very racy. Oh, there we go. Looks like the 48 car got a little bit loose and got into the maybe got into the 13 car. I just saw that happening, didn't I? Did I call it or not? I think I called it. Caution flag. Lawrence Stopworth is the race leader. Ed Palumbo second. Will Dunbar in third. So these guys are going to have to wait for the pace car here. We'll take a look and see what happened. See, the 48 car gets into the back of the 54. I just felt like, things are getting a little bit chippy here. And he comes over and he sort of loses that car and then gets into the 13. 24 just in this mix too. He ends up getting through, I believe. What a move by the 24 car. Then those guys getting up the wall. Tim Lansbury in his second wreck of the night, man. I'm sure he is livid. So on board here with the 48 car, and I think he just loses it here. You see that? He just loses the back end, and things starts wobbling on him, and this guy's get into the wall. The 82 is mad. He is mad. I have got to get on board here with Sean Jacobs. Watch this. How in the heck did he miss this? This is on board with the 24. He misses that action. Those guys getting into the wall there. Tim Lansbury, man, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's just trying to battle back, got back on the lead lap, and then all this happens. So watch this. Tim Lansbury going to get caught up in this. Again, you see this 48. It gets into the back of the 54. And then just things start going haywire after that. I don't know what, whether he was deciding he was going to go down to the bottom line or what, but the 82 in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he gets caught up in that, and he is livid. And I really don't blame him. I mean, it's a little bit too early here to be messing with, that much aggressiveness, but nonetheless, it is what it is. So a little bit messy here. Lauren Stopworth is the race leader. Will Dunbar shown in second. Ed Palumbo is third. All right, well, I got to wonder, man, do they have enough fuel to make it to the end? That's the question. They might have enough fuel now with riding around under caution here. Cautions breed cautions, that's what they say. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We got a doozy for you tonight here in the Saturday Night Thunder. First race of the season under new management. Excited about that. Now a standalone league along with the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series. And keep your eyes peeled. We're going to have some other forms of racing headed your way very, very soon. Very close to making an announcement on that. So got some exciting stuff coming up on weekends. Earlier in the day on weekends. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I think there's going to be a lot of guys who are going to be interested in jumping on board here with maybe something a little bit different other than the stock cars. So stock cars and other things headed your way. On board here, Lauren Stopworth as he heads down pit lane. That 47 car. Excuse me, the 41 car. I saw the 47 on the back there. Will Dunbar in the 88 is the race leader. Sean Jacobs shown in the second position. Now, those guys stayed out. Now, Colin Maniak is actually shown in ninth, so we've got some guys on pit lane finishing up their pit stops. See Michael Ware finishing up his stop. Coming back out on track. Don't forget the schedule coming up here. Eagle Creek next week. I didn't mean to rhyme that. It just did, right? Coming up next week is Eagle Creek. Oh, darn. Michigan after that, September the 11th, 100 lapper there. And then Northside, that's Richmond, some short track action, 150 laps from Northside. New Hampshire, another short track headed your way, 125 laps here on September the 25th. And then we're going to switch gears. Indianapolis Motor Speedway on October the 3rd. Followed by Mountain Peak, that is Charlotte. Apple Valley, which is California, on October the 17th. Brookdale, that's Darlington. That is going to be an interesting one on October the 24th. And then Vegas, 110 laps there on October the 31st. Las Vegas to crown the champion in the Saturday Night Thunder. To kick off next week, we got Eagle Creek Speedway and the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series. That starts on Friday, and then Saturday, of course, is the Thunder Series at Eagle Creek. So these are the Xfinity cars, and the guys are really, really liking how these cars are handling. The racing that's going on has been absolutely fantastic. The first season, last season, was just incredible. And we had two races that were just one caution only, short tracks too. And then we had a caution-free race as well. I think that was actually Martinsville. Caution-free race at Martinsville. Pretty amazing. So some great stuff happening in the Buschwackers Series. And second race of the season coming up at Eagle Creek next week. There you go, a Ryman again. Will Dunbar in first in that 88 car. Lauren Stopworth shown in second. John Stanley in third. Ed Palumbo shown in the fourth position in that 54 car. Tim Lansbury in fifth. Now, how in the world Tim Lansbury parked that thing into the back, backed that thing into the wall, but somehow in the fifth position right now. Lucky for him, I think, of the 82 car. Got probably a pretty significant amount of damage he's had to get repaired. Preston Hassel shown in sixth. All right, 88, Will Dunbar, the race leader. He is the race leader in that 88 Microsoft machine. I think we're getting some guys coming down pit lane. 41 coming down pit lane. The 12 coming down pit lane. 82 coming down pit lane. Looks like the 48, Michael Ware, also coming down pit lane. On board here with Michael Ware. He makes a pit stop here.
It'll be one to go.
So getting a one to go. Be interesting if those guys get off pit lane and get back out on track before they go green. They're going to have some catch-up to do, I think. Some guys maybe just taking some fuel. Shaking things up there a little bit is Ed Palumbo now in the second position on the high line. Preston Hassel in third. Sean Jacobs in the fourth position. Colin Matiak in this mix too, and he is actually shown in ninth. We'll take a look at the 13 car, Colin Matiak. All right, should be going green this time by. As the 88 going to lead the field down on the inside line, the 54 up high in the second position. Now the 88's uncle is just behind him in that 07 car. Preston Hassel in the 07 in third is actually the uncle of the 88 car, Will Dunbar, the driver of the 88 car. So here on lap 59, getting ready to go to lap 60. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go green.
Green flag, go,
Pace
go,
car
go.
peels off. Back to green. 81 getting a little bit of a shot there from the 07. See, the shadows are getting kind of long here. Oh, no, we got another wreck, my heavens. Oh, my gosh. What are you guys doing? A little bit too much bump in there early on. Ed Palumbo now the leader. Now, I don't know. Will Dunbar might have gotten taken out in that. I'm not sure. So a little bit of a caution fest here late. Hopefully next week at Eagle Creek is not going to be that way. See what happened here. My heavens, man. So we're coming in the shadows there, and it'll look like maybe the 07 car might have gotten into the back of the 88 and then turn him sideways. The 07 comes back across the track, gets into the 13, and those guys pile up there. Oh, man. Hard lick right there for the 07. On board here with Colin Madiak. Now he's going to end up turning sideways. He's going to get hit. Get out of the back of Ed Palumbo's machine. You see the 07 had gotten into the back of the 88. Now he comes back across the track, hits that Colin Madiak there. Right here, going to hook that 88 car and then comes around. And all heck breaks loose. So not a very good debut, I think, right now for the Sunday Night Thunder. A few cautions, but this race tends to lend itself to that. As I mentioned, I think guys get a little bit overconfident with the how easy it is to drive this track. It really is pretty easy, but you know, you can't just put your car anywhere you want. You got to remember there are other guys around you, and especially maybe on cold tires, probably not a good idea to get into the back of somebody. And you know, things sort of dice around in traffic too, so you got to be careful. Things are not the same as running around in a single line. We'll take a look at the YouTube channel here. TurnLeftTV YouTube channel. We got the whole season, last season for the Buschwackers series, all 10 races there for you to check out. Even got some, oh, that's my past live streams. There's the Buschwackers Xfinity playlist. If you want to check out all the races there. Also, I've done some broadcasting for Sim Racing Mania. The most recent was the IndyCar series, the IndyCar American GT series I did for those guys. Man, what a great crew there is Sim Racing Mania. Those guys do a great job. Big fields, great racers there, and good friends I've made. Happy Hour Racing League, done some stuff for them in the modifieds. Also, some late models work. I've done some stock cars for them as well. All kinds of different stuff I've done for Happy Hour Racing League. Again, good friends of mine there. IndyCar Brazil, done some stuff for them. Not for a while there. I did some DTM work for them last year. And then also Sim Racing Mania, some Block Pain GT3 playlist, World Series, Hypercar World Series playlist as well. So a lot of stuff there to check out on the channel. I think I have well over 500 videos now, streams and videos on the channel. So check that out. Ed Palumbo is the race leader. Sean Jacobs is second. Tim Lansbury third. Michael Ware shown in the fourth position. This guy's coming down pit lane here. A lot of pit stops happening. Top off with fuel, I would suspect. Some of these guys might be taking some tires there that might have gotten into that. Maybe spun their tires there on that restart. 24, Sean Jacobs in that front pit stall. Like he's getting some right side tires put on that machine. shadows are getting long here. So 63 laps in, our leader is Michael Ware. Ed Palumbo is shown in the second position. Sean Jacobs third. Tim Lansbury fourth. Lawrence Stopworth is fifth. How about Lawrence Stopworth, huh? That's my pick to win the race, so don't disappoint me, buddy. Don't let me down. 41 car. Will Dunbar in the 88 coming back out on track. He was involved in that accident there. And now trying to recover. Here was the race leader when that accident happened. He got caught up in that, got sort of hooked there by the 48 car. Sorry about that. It was the 07 car. Preston Hassel.
Pit road will be open this time.
So I think we're getting the one to go, or we're getting the pit road open for the lap down cars. We'll see if we can't have a word with Will Dunbar here. All right, Will Dunbar up here in the broadcast booth with us. Man, it's been a little bit of an eventful race here. One caution leading to the other. You've had that car up front. How do you feel about your chances here, maybe pulling off a victory at Talladega?
Hey, Heath, thanks for having me. Hey, I feel pretty good, actually. I mean, the car's repaired. I think I have the line figured out, and since we have some good teamwork going on, so I'm actually excited for it.
Well, it's been a little bit messy here on the back half of this race, but for the most part, their driving's been pretty good. I think the story is stay in line.
Absolutely. Stay in line is definitely the thing to do. I mean, we saw some cars, they'll get in line, they'll get out of line, and then it really messes up the flow of things. And I really think just sticking to my line and hanging out with the drivers and just being there and waiting for my chance to shine has been working out for me.
All right, man. Well, hey, get that Ford Mustang in victory lane. Good to see you out, and thanks for everything you do here at High Octane Racing League.
Hey, you as well, Heath. Thank you for your what you do, and looking forward to continuing on.
All right, bud. All right, that is Will Dunbar joining us up here in the broadcast booth. Good to see him up here. And again, thanks for everything he does. Does a great job for us here at High Octane Racing League. All right, Michael Ware is the race leader in that 48 car. As we are winding down the laps here, hopefully we keep this baby green. 64 laps in.
It'll be one to go.
Michael Ware there indicating, I think that's a good indication that he's going to take the inside line. Ed Palumbo is going to be second up on the outside line. Sean Jacobs in that Dish Network sponsor machine in the third position. Tim Lansbury actually shown in fourth up on the outside line. This is why you don't want to have a lot of cautions here at Talladega. I mean, these things take forever, and you got tight pack racing, and guys may be getting a little bit anxious early on and causing some melee here. So See highoctaneracing.net. You want to check me out there. Got a good website going on. You can also hashtag TurnLeftTV for us on social media. Take a look at the website here. Got the sort of work in progress. You know, I got a lot more I got to do to this. Like I said, I'm not a web author, so try to do the best I can. Well, check it out, highoctaneracing.net. If you want to get a hold of me, you can hit the contact form and send me an email. You're interested in racing. You can also follow us on Discord here, HORL Discord. There's the address there if you're interested in doing some racing here at High Octane Racing League.
Green flag, go,
Here we
go,
go, back to green. Back to green. 48, Michael Ware down on the inside line is the race leader. See Ed Palumbo on the outside line. That 54 car has got a little bit of help from Tim Lansbury. 24, Sean Jacobs down on the inside line, not giving up. He's in the second position. So nose to tail here as we've got two lines, nose to tail. The 48 goes to the high line. He's going to leave that open for the 24. The 41 of Lauren Stopworth going to help that 24 get through. Down the backstretch, Will Dunbar, the third in line on that inside line. Colin Matiak back there as well. 54, Ed Palumbo here, trying to figure out where he wants to go. And we got a few laps here left to go, but things are starting to get, you can feel the intensity picking up here just a little bit. Again, the shadows are getting long, boys and girls. It is getting a little bit dark out. On board here with Michael Ware. Ed Palumbo running in the second position. Sean Jacobs down on that inside here trying to get through. And maybe he's in second. Maybe going to try to take the lead. 41 giving him a little bit of a shot there. The 07 here trying to tuck in. But out of the back of Michael Ware's machine at that 54 of Ed Palumbo. These things are starting to get a little dicey here. Guys are trying to vie for position. About John Stanley here in that 12 car. Running in the sixth position. See how the challenge of seeing here with those shadows as low as they are does add a little bit of a challenge to this track. I don't think we're talking about lights here as well, so. Nose to tail here. These guys kind of got it figured out here, nose to tail, and they're going to start jockeying for position as we start winding down these laps. The 07 of Preston Hassel, and that Jack's Donuts machine running in the seventh position. Will Dunbar, he was leading before that caution flag came out, and now shown in eighth. Oh, we got some contact there. Lauren Stopworth, I think he got shoved down onto the apron there. He's going to lose some positions. So Lauren Stopworth got kind of pushed down on the apron. We'll see what happened there. Take a look at this. John Stanley in that 12 car. And 41, Lauren Stopworth. This is a little bit earlier here. See if we can't go right here. Here we go. 12 and the 41. Watch this. That 12 car up on the outside line. There's going to be some contact, I believe, between the 12 and the 41. 41 gets by. That 12 car tucks in. That might have been actually a little bit too early there. Try this one. Oh, it was the 82 and the 41 got together. Sorry about the 12. Didn't mean to call you out on that, but the 41 there hanging on. Looked like it was Tim Lansbury and Lauren Stopworth. The Tim Lansbury in this 82. See that? Oh, yeah, it doesn't make any contact, but 41 did an evasive move to get away. So Lauren Stopworth having to tuck in. And he might have lost the draft. What a tough break there for the 41 car. He is now back in the 8th position, but he has lost that draft, and that is not what he wants to see this late in the race. 48, Michael Ware is the race leader. 54, Ed Palumbo in second. 24, Sean Jacobs into 3rd position. Ten laps to go. Michael Ware leading the field, kind of nose to tail now. 7 guys in that front group. Actually 8 cars, but 7 lead lap cars. Colin Madiak is in this mix as well. He is the 8th in line, but he's actually in the 9th position. He is 1 lap down. He's running on that high line there, and he could be a spoiler here. Really not racing for position, but could be a deciding factor on which line he's going to follow once these guys start breaking out into 2 lines. Go on board here with Ed Palumbo as he's following that 48 car. He's wanting to try to figure out where is he going to go? Who is he going to go with? Who's going to go with him? Is the 24 going to work with the 40, with the 54? Where's the 82 going to go? Take a look at Preston Hassel here running in the 6th position. He was talking about maybe needing a new wheel. He's got some issues there. He feels like his steering wheel, which is he's had for a few years, is starting to give out on him. So kind of watch that here. So we'll see how much that affects him during this race. Seems like he's had a pretty good race here. A few scrapes there, but nonetheless running in the 6th position. Forget about John Stanley here running in 5th in that 12 car. Preston Hassel going to the outside line. Does he have any help on the outside? John Stanley there running in 5th. Preston Hassel in 6th up on the outside line. And Preston Hassel's going to end up dropping back here as Colin Madiak uses that opening to get through. The 88 going to get through, and Preston Hassel falls back to the back of this line. Michael Ware is the race leader. We're starting to wind down this race. Take a look here as we're seeing the 41 coming down pit lane. Lawrence Stopworth coming down pit lane now. Looks like he's going to retire his machine. He is mad, mad, mad. He has just decided he's going to destroy that thing. So he got kind of pushed down below the line and lost. By the time he tried to get back in, he had lost the draft and now has retired his machine. What a tough break there for Lauren Stoppleworth. My pick to win this race, as a matter of fact. 74 laps in, now starting lap 75 as Michael Ware leading the field. 54, Ed Palumbo shown in 2nd. 24, Sean Jacobs, Net Dish Network sponsored machine, shown in the 3rd position. In 4th is the 82 of Tim Lansbury. The 07 of Preston Hassel shown in 5th. Will Dunbar in the 6th position. We're running behind that Jack's Donuts machine. So who's going to work with who? This is the time you start thinking about enemies. You start thinking about frenemies. Start thinking about who is going to hang you out to dry. Who's going to work with you? Who's talking to who? Oh, we got a little bit of a push there as the 88 tucks out. I don't know whether he got hit in the back end or not. The 88 there losing some positions. As long as that 88 here holds serve, he can kind of catch back up to those guys. As long as he doesn't lose the draft, and I think he's going to be okay. He just stays in the gas. He's going to catch up here and get back in the hunt. '54 Ed Palumbo just behind that 48 car. He could be the sleeper. Here on lap 77, who's going to work with who? What kind of communication do we have between these drivers? Three laps to go. The 48 of Michael Ware leading the field. 54 Ed Palumbo shown in second. The 24 of Sean Jacobs is third. Tim Lansbury in that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. He has had a rough night, but he has that car in the fourth position. Preston Hassel is fifth. Colin Matiak is actually sixth in line, but he's shown eighth, a lap down. Across the start-finish line, we've got 2 laps to go. It's kind of a unique track here, as the start-finish line is through the tri-oval, at the tail end of the tri-oval, almost the exit of pit lane. 2 laps to go. Guys are going to start making some moves here soon, I believe. 54 right underneath that 48 car. Nose to tail, the 48 and the 54. 24, Sean Jacobs starting to move up here. 82, Tim Lansbury working with him. Got to think there's going to be some moves made here before long, as the 82 starting to peek out in the outside line. He's running in the fourth position. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 1 lap to go. Those guys dropping back there. Sean Jacobs dropping back there is going to get a little bit of a run here on P2. Into turn 1. Nose to tail here right now. 54 trying to figure out when he's going to make his move. I got to feel like the 54 is going to try to go for the win here. The 48, can he hold him off? 24 sees that opening down on the inside line, and what's he going to do with it? The 54 wanting to look on that outside line. Is he going to have any help here? 48, Michael Ware, who's going to go with him? Oh, a little bit of a bump there from the 54 car. 54 looking for an opening here. As the 48 tucking out, or excuse me, the 24 tucking out. Can the 48 hold on to win this race? Coming off the, across the line. Ed Palumbo sideways across the line as Michael Ware wins this race. Tim Lansbury finishes in third. Sean Jacobs finishes in the fourth position. So the 48 car gets a his first win here in the inaugural race. Back at it here in the Saturday Night Thunder. We'll take a look here, man. I got to take a look at this. That spin right there. Take a look here. Ed Palumbo. He gets. I think somebody hooked him coming across the line. Looks like the 11, or excuse me, the 82 and the 54. The 54 might have come down there on the 82, and those guys go around the sideways across the line. What a wild finish that one was, huh? What a wild finish. So Michael Ware wins that race. Very, very interesting. We'll see if we can't get Michael Ware up here in the booth with us. We'll take a look at the finishing results. Ed Palumbo finishes in that second position. Tim Lansbury third. Sean Jacobs finishes in the fourth position. Preston Hassel is fifth. John Stanley finishes in the sixth position. Will Dunbar is seventh. In the eighth positions, Colin Madiak, Lawrence Stopworth, and Tony Reiner ninth and 10th. See Paul Brown and Jeff Sickles finishing in 11th and 12th. We'll see if we can't get Michael up here in the booth with us. We'll just take just a second here. All right, we'll get a little chat here. Hang on one second.
Yeah, thank you. It was, I don't know, these races, everyone looks forward to doing them. They're real fun and exciting and stuff, but, the outcome it's really just, to win it is like getting the lottery. You never really know what to expect.
Well, I think for the most part, the racing was pretty good, but we had a string of caution flags there. I think guys sometimes get a little impatient. That's sort of my take on what happened tonight. What do you feel?
I agree. It's when you're in the back and stuff, you're trying to find someone you can work with, try to move back up through the field. It's one of those things and stuff where it really kind of depends on your dance partner, and you need to be able to communicate. I know at one point and stuff, I had a bit of a blunder myself, come up behind Ed, hoping I can hook up with him on the high line, and I knew Lauren was out in front of him, but I didn't realize that he hadn't gotten up to speed, really. So Ed checked up and I wasn't checking up, and that caused a bit of a thing there. But everything happens so fast, the movements and stuff. Cars kind of drifting up or coming back down. And you just have that split second of reaction time. And sometimes you can do it. Most times not.
Well, you good way to start off the season here. Back with High Octane Racing League and the back in the original crew's hands and as a standalone league, and good to get that first race win coming back. What do you feel about this season here? You got Eagle Creek coming up next week. That's Kentucky, a very different track than what you faced tonight. How do you feel about that track?
Pretty good. I've got a pretty decent little record there, for the open night setup, racing. Big setup, it's a little different. Usually at the start of the race, you can make a few passes, but once you get a few laps on your tires, you just kind of have to fall in and think pit strategy, as a way to work your way through the field.
Well, we have some decent size fields, especially last night. You had a big 21 car field, and I suspect with more guys maybe climbing on board here with the Saturday Night Thunder, we might approach those big numbers here. Talk a little bit about your feelings about what you've experienced racing over here at High Octane Racing League.
Oh, I love it. The guys are great and stuff. The racing's fantastic. Really enjoy, doing Xfinity on Friday night and then the Cup on Saturday night. That way it doesn't really create a kind of a rerun or a repeat of the night before. I very much enjoy that aspect of it. I think things are going to be really good, for Saturday Night Thunder.
Well, I tell you what, every time I see you out on the track, I always think this is a guy that has a chance to win this race, and you proved me right here. Although I will, full disclosure, I picked Lauren Stopworth at the beginning of the race to win, but that just goes to show you, man, you never know what's going to happen at a track like this. But good job to you tonight, and good luck to you the rest of the season, not only in the Buschwackers series, but also the Saturday Night Thunder. Good to see you out here 2 nights in a row.
Thank you, Heath. I appreciate that and everything. And yeah, Lauren is a fantastic racer, and I was actually looking forward to trying to hook up with him at some point tonight and work with him and everything. And, it just circumstances didn't play out in that favor. But, Ed really stuck with me at the end there, and I appreciate that. Him and I, have a pretty similar race style. The way we do it is a little different, but for the most part, everything is close to the same. I know in that last restart, I jumped out there and wanted to kind of give him the draft to work with him because he and I do well together. But anyway, Heath, it's been great. I enjoy racing here, and I'm going to continue to come back as long as you guys allow that. And I hope you get to feeling better. I know that you've been under the weather and stuff, and I'd like for you to get back to 100% as soon as possible.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that, and always good to talk to you. And I'm so happy you're racing here with us, and good things to come. Thanks for all the contributions you make here to High Octane Racing League as well, and good luck to you the rest of the season. And I see a lot more wins coming your way, bud.
Thank you, Heath. It's good talking to you too.
All right, that's Michael Ware joining us up here in the booth. Another win for the 48 crew, huh? You'll see that guy in victory lane a lot. I mean, he's got a couple wins in the Buschwackers series, and I suspect we're going to see more wins. And that's an interesting thing that he brought up there about how he likes the fact that you're doing Xfinity on a Friday, and then you got something different. Even though it's more of a stock car, it's obviously a stock car related mod, but it's a different car, and that's really what you see traditionally in the in those stock cars in NASCAR. For example, you see the Xfinity run one night, and the next night you see the Cup mod, and that's the way High Octane Racing League actually used to do it back in the day. We had the Grand National Series with the GNS cars that would run on a Friday, and then we'd have the Cup cars either run on a Friday, a Saturday or a Sunday, and sometimes both. We might have had a little bit different series running on a Sunday as well, but we're trying to get back to what traditionally we've seen in High Octane Racing League. Now it's gotten back under the guide or the management of the old guard HORL people. And I want to say thanks, to send a shout out to some special folks here: Ed Palumbo, Sean Jacobs, Paul Brown, as well as Will Dunbar, and don't forget Todd Robillard, on all those guys helping out in some form or fashion. Preston Hassel as well, helping out in some form or fashion there to make the success that we've seen in here early on, as we've bounced back from a kind of a tough time, and now we're back at it, and we've got a lot of support. The Discord channel just continues to grow and grow and grow, and very excited about that. And I'm very honored that folks would lend their time and give up, sacrifice their time here to make the best of it. And hopefully we continue to grow that. Also, I should send a shout out to AJ Shoemaker and also Chris Graydanis in their sort of words of wisdom and their support off the scenes. We may end up seeing those guys back here before long. I really hope so. That'd be awesome. And I've seen some old HORL guys also commenting on the Facebook page, the High Octane Racing League Facebook page. So you want to check that out as well to get back in touch with some of those guys. Well, don't forget, man, we'll be right back at it next week at the Buschwackers Series on Friday. You heard Michael Ware talk about how much he really liked those Buschwackers cars, those GNS cars, the Xfinity cars they call them now. Race number 2 at Eagle Creek. That is a great track, and I am very excited about this one coming up. So it should be a great race, and kicking off, we kicked off the season yesterday with 21 drivers at Talladega, and we've got race number 2 headed your way next week. Should be a great race. Do not want to miss it. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here on High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV. We'll see you next time. In the meantime, I'm out of here.